In this video, I'm going to show you how to bring an image into the SketchUp model and how to size it to a specific size. I've already gone to the Art Institute's website. I found an image of a painting that I'd like to bring into this, this model. This is the image. And one thing that you'll need to do when you find an image that you'd like to use is check the size. The dimensions are given here, 80 inches by 80 inches, and I'm going to actually size it to those specific dimensions. You need to make sure that the image is not bigger than the wall that you're going to be putting it on, right? So I'll go back to my SketchUp model here. And to bring it into the file, you go to Import, My Device, and I'll click on My Device. I'll click on the image that I want to bring in and say Open. And in this case, I'm going to use the option that's for images, not materials. All right, it's a big file, I think, and it's a little slow. Now, I'm going to put it on this wall back here. So I'm going to bring it in and make sure the orientation is the same as the wall. And then I will make it just a little bit bigger than what the wall is so I can show you how to scale it. Okay. I'm also going to make a little change to it because it's this 2D image. It's a little hard to work with and place it correctly. But before I do that, I will click on the image here, and with the project information or the entity information visible, I'm going to, let's get this out, get out of the move command, click on it, and I'll change it to that 80-inch dimension. Okay, you can see that the height changed along with it. The Art Institute said 80 by 80, but it looks like the image is slightly out of square, and that's fine. All right, in order to make it a little bit easier to work with, I'm going to turn it into an object that has a little bit of depth. To do that, I'm going to first explode it. Okay, and now those dots indicate that it's a plane that I can then manipulate. I'm going to go to the push-pull tool, click on that face, and I'm just going to give it a very shallow depth of 1 inch. Press enter. Okay, now you may not be able to see it very clearly, but there is some depth to it. And now that that's done, I'm going to make a window around it, right click, make a group. And then I will create a tag for these works of art. Click on the tag tool. I'm going to call it artwork. Say OK. And then go back to the entity information and put it with that tag artwork. Okay. So now that I have it made into a group and with a tag, I'm going to move it into position. Before I do that, I think what I want to do is take this roof plane and hide it. Okay, now, if you want to see where hidden things are, you can go to the display icon there and turn them on and off. But for now, I'll leave that off just so it's a little bit easier to see what's going on. Now, sometimes it's a little difficult to get things to snap where you want them to. So sometimes I'll just create lines that I can use as snapping points. So if I'm having trouble getting something specifically located, I might do that. All right, I'm going to move this painting from the back here, endpoint and group, and I'm going to spin around and bring it over to the end point of that line that I just made. Okay, when you see those, terms, endpoint, center, stuff like that come up, you have better chances of getting them correctly located, right? And I'm going to then erase my little guideline there, and I'm going to move it. I'll move it down, and I'm following on that axis line just to make things a little easier. Maybe I'll move it down 120 inches and take a look at it, and then I'll move it up, let's say 12 inches. That's going to be not quite at the top of the wall. Okay, so basically that's the process. So you would bring in 2 other pieces of artwork and place them somewhere in your pavilion, inside or outside, it's up to you.